So, I've been pondering on whether or not to make this video. Um, I've haven't been uploading videos partly of what's been going on recently in Russia and Ukraine, but a lot of other things that's been happening. So, I haven't really felt motivated to make videos. Not like saying lazy or uninspired, unmotivated, but more of like watching the world implode around you unmotivated, as in the world's going to hell in a handbasket, and why bother reporting on it? So, and like I was saying earlier, with the situation in Russia invading Ukraine, I was whether or not to make a video or make a video. I'm not a geopolitical expert when it comes to modern European affairs, I guess. But I am pretty depressed, and I hate to use that word, but I'm pretty down or depressed with how Russia is invading Ukraine over the fears that Ukraine may join NATO. And I could give the whole history of going back to 2014, but there's other videos that talk about the subject at greater length and better detail than I ever could. But I hope the people in Ukraine are okay. I know that there are Russian youth in Russia that are protesting against Putin's actions and risk getting arrested for doing so. And quite frankly, I don't want a war. I don't want a war between Russia and Ukraine. I don't want it spiraling out of control with, because Sweden and Finland are also considering joining NATO because of this. And Putin is threatening to do military action against both Sweden and Finland. And I don't think I've ever told anyone on this channel, but on my dad's side, his family comes from Finland. And as much as the meme of, Finland kicking Russia's ass in the Second World War, Finland still lost. They lost about 11% of its territory. But I think that if Finland and Russia were to go to war now, I'm not so sure Finland would win this conflict. And also with China under Xi Jinping would be emboldened enough to potentially invade Taiwan, which, sucks. And also for, the electric-minded consumers out there, you're not going to get your fancy electronics if China invades Taiwan, because 63% of microtransistors are made in Taiwan. So if China invades Taiwan, well, bye-bye to your fancy electronics. And the last thing I want to talk about is I don't want it to escalate into a third world war. Especially now we have a four-letter word in modern warfare that's been prevalent since the 1950s and 60s, and that is the ICBM. If people, especially war hawks and chicken hawks, think that it's going to be a conventional warfare, they're dead wrong. The United States, Russia, China, North Korea, I think Pakistan, India, Israel, so many other nations have nukes. And the last thing I want is a nuclear war happening, and to dispel some people who would love to LARP in a world like Fallout, that's just a video game. If you really want what the end of the world would look like, play Metro or watch the movie The Road. A post-nuclear world would be a sad, depressing, savage place. And I don't want that on anyone. It wouldn't be fun. You're most likely going to starve to death. The water is going to be contaminated. The environment's going to be foobar. And good luck with trying to grow anything in a irradiated ground. So that's pretty much my rant. And I'm sorry if it sounds low energy, low effort, or whatever. It's just, I'm pretty bummed out with what's going on. So, thank you for watching to the end of the video, and have a nice day.